You ready? Let's go ahead and do it.
It's already up.
All right. So here we are, back inside of the Visual Basic.net environment.
You are inside of that environment.
Indeed I am, sir. Indeed I am. Now we're looking at some VB.net code here, and this block of code is going to show off some of the new enhancements that we have in the VB.net language. The first thing I want to point out here is this import system.math line. Now system.math is a namespace, and you can think of a namespace as being a bucket where you keep a lot of classes. Now compare this to Visual Basic 6. The VB6 runtime was very flat. It was oftentimes very hard to find the information that you needed. Well, with the .NET framework, we have these namespaces that arrange all of those classes and functionality into nice little buckets where you can easily find them. For example, in system.math, guess what I can find in there? Math functionality, that's right. Now, in addition to having access to all of these powerful namespaces inside of the .NET framework, you can also define your own namespaces, as I've done here. So you can create a very rich hierarchy within your Visual Basic.net application. What else are you going to notice in here? Well, you'll see that I've got a module here, but wait a minute. I've also got a class inside of the same file. And the reason for that is because all files in Visual Basic.net have that nice little .vb extension. So you can put multiple modules and classes into a single file. Very, very handy. You'll notice on this line here, I'm dimming try as a triangle. But wait, on the same line, I'm also initializing the value of that triangle. So we can initialize variables on the same line as we declare them.
Submarine.
Visual Basic developers out there, how many of you have wanted to write a console command line application, but it's been too tough in the past? Not anymore with Visual Basic.net. We've got our console.write line here. That's how easy it is to write out to that console window. But wait, there's more. Watch as I scroll down here. We've got 3 variables all being declared on the same line. Dim A, B, and C as integer. In VB.6, what would that give you? That's right, an integer and 2 variants. Not what we want, right? In Visual Basic.net, this problem is solved. It only took us about 11 years to get there, but we are finally there.
Oh, wait, what if that's really what I did want?
Well, then you would be,
Fired.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Fired is good.
So this is a new feature in Visual Basic.net. You dim A, B, and C as integer, you actually get 3 integers, folks. What else have we got? Well, we've got the concept of constructors. Now, what is a constructor? Well, when I dim up a new instance of something, the constructor is the code that runs when I do so. Now, we've got a couple of things that we can do here. We can create a blank constructor that'll just allow me to create a new instance of the object, or we can create a constructor with parameters to it. This allows me to instantiate an object and pass some properties to it all at the same time. We still have that great late binding that we've always known in Visual Basic in the past, right? I can declare a variable here. I can set it to a variable statement, so we're late binding to that information. Pretty sexy, huh? We've also got the return statement. Now, in the past, if you create a function, you have to do that messy little line at the bottom, function name equals, and then the return value. What happens then if you change the name of your function? You're screwed, right?
Nothing good.
Nothing good can come from this, but not anymore, right? With the return statement, I can simply return the information that I want using a nice, easy-to-use statement. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a quick demonstration of the Visual Basic.net language. One other thing I wanted to show you briefly is this region here. This is a code region. You'll notice that I just collapsed all of the shape classes into a region that I defined. It's another way that enables you to keep track of your code, particularly in large projects.